All right, let's get right into it. I hope you guys are feeling great and amazing. How are you? How are you feeling? How you doing? Hey, that's too many. Wait a minute. First card that came out is Magic. I wanted to say the Alchemist, but it's the Magician. Well, it's the same, right? Let's see what else. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? It's taking a long time for them to come out. Come out wherever you are. Why I hear that? That was a little creepy or something for me. I don't know why. Let me see. Come out wherever you are. Does that have something to do with this, Spirit? I kind of said that without thinking. Part of me felt like that wasn't me. I don't know. Let me not say that. Y'all gonna be like, what you talking about? Don't mind it. It's me. Don't. Oop. Okay, let me see. Oh, that was Spirit talking through me, because they're saying that they want you to get out more and show yourself. They want you to show yourself. Spirit thinks you're beautiful, and they want you to just show yourself and just speak, and also share your opinion as well. I'm picking up here. Show yourself. That's what that was about. I was like, what was that I heard? I mean, I said it though. Excuse me. So they want you to come out. They're telling you to be strong, because you've completed like a major life lesson. I'm hearing you completed a major life lesson, like something that was like really difficult. Something that was really difficult, and it was hard for you to accept because it was such a hard time that you had. Like, you know, when you just go through something and it's just so hard, and you're like, when is this gonna end? Because I'm over this now. I want to move on. Like, when can I move on? Because this is just becoming too much. That's the energy I'm picking up right now. I'm picking up that energy that you went through something like that, and it made you ready for something. What did collective's experience make them ready for? I heard a promotion. You're ready for a promotion? Let's see. I should keep this in there. You're ready for a promotion. It's because you have learned you've learned what you need, what you've needed to learn, so that you can move forward and take care of what you're going to be given. You know what to do with it now. Now that you went through that experience, it's like it's more, you appreciate it more. So being that you've gotten past this situation, it has prepared you, basically, is what I'm seeing here. You've transformed. You could have been someone who was like a hothead before, like someone who was quick to just curse somebody out in a matter of moments, like a second. I heard faster than a second. Like a really quick, like you were quick with it. Like you used to be angry. You used to have a lot of anger inside of you. And I feel like that is what Spirit is talking about. And you can still feel some type of way about certain things that happen to you in your life. However, you have been able to get over the most difficult aspect of yourself. Like you used to be like a ticking time bomb, ready to blow at any moment. I'm picking up that energy. And it's a fiery energy. But you've grown from that now. You're not like that anymore. You've grown, like, very much. I feel like I'm talking to a masculine energy. I feel like you have I mean, yeah, it's a masculine energy. Because I'm seeing oh, all the kings are out. Hello. How are you? Everybody's here. Oh, I like to see this. This is good. Literally. Wands, swords. Oh, Wands is out twice. Okay, so is the King of Cups out? The King of Cups is not out, but the Wands are out twice. Oh yeah, the King of Cups is right here. So what's missing? Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is missing. Maybe that's what you're gonna go towards. It's like you being able to handle your anger. Some of you could have gone to anger management. This could have been really hard for you when you were younger because you had many falling outs with like people that you cared about, like friends and family and stuff. It's like I'm picking up that energy, like this emotional turmoil that you used to be in, it really like was hard for you. Like it was really hard for you. And you've grown in a way that at once before you never even thought that you never really thought you needed to. I feel like you were probably just kind of like in that state of mind where you just wanted to say whatever it is that came to your mind. Like you didn't think twice about it. I feel like now you're more conscientious. I couldn't get it out. When you act, when you move forward, I feel like you really take your time to really think about how you are conducting yourself. And I feel like other people see it too because they've watched you and they wonder like, when did this happen to you? When did you change like this? It's like people remember the old you and they're waiting for that old version of you to pop out so they can be like, oh, they didn't change. But no, you did. Not to say you won't speak up if it's necessary, but you're not as rowdy, I feel like, as you once were. Like you learned how to handle your emotions better now. That used to be challenging for you to handle your emotions. It's like you would just let it all out real fast. Maybe even there were times where you did that, like let somebody have it, but it really, like now when you look at it, you realize like you didn't really need to do that at that time. Maybe this could have gotten you into some trouble at certain times in your life. You're just so different now. I'm just picking up this energy of a shift. It's like a major change that has taken place. Let me see what else. Too many came out. Time for a nap. Maybe there's a dream that's being created for you. I just saw a bright white light just shoot across the sky. That was weird. I wish I had I wish I was looking. Because it's dark outside. That was strange. Shooting star? Shooting star. You're like a shooting star. Loyal heart. You are loyal. You're a good friend, I'm hearing. And you could want loyal people around you. I just heard people slept on you. They didn't think that you would ever change. From your hot temper, they didn't think that you would change from that. They didn't think that you were able to, like, they didn't think you were strong enough. The tribe. Imagine the fates. And it looked like I saw a shooting star, and now this came out and there's stars here. I still want to know what that was, but it just gave me shooting star. The way it just, I saw the light. Imagine the tribe. Fate. You are fated to meet some people and connect with some people that are going to really help you grow, it feels like. You could have met some people already, and they were like, some people or person, and they actually contributed to this change in you in some way. Maybe there was like an elder that you spoke with that just gave you some good talking to in like a uplifting way, not like scolding. I don't feel like it's like that, but kind of like helping you see things from a different perspective. That's like the energy that I'm picking up here. And I feel like the reason why you were so angry is because you feel like a lot of people betrayed you. Like a lot of people in your life, you felt like they didn't help you when they could have. They weren't there for you when they could have been. So it made you angry. So it's like, as a defense mechanism, you became hot-tempered. It came from the pain of the past. Like, that's what it came from. It came from just people. Like, people doing things to you over and over again. But they were all lessons, and it's like you've passed the test. Like, that's what I've been getting this for this entire reading here. Like, you've passed the test. Like, you were able to excel past or beyond what you thought you could. Maybe you never thought that you could think differently than how you think now. You never could have imagined. You never could have imagined. It says imagine here. You're a masculine energy, but you see how, well, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a shadow of a person and they have a string to the moon. And you know the moon is feminine energy. The sun is masculine. So it's like the elder you talked to could have been a feminine figure. Maybe someone helped you see from a feminine perspective. And it helped balance you out. And maybe it could have been a masculine that is in touch with their feminine energy. And they were able to help you to balance out that masculine energy. Or maybe you just did it on your own through trial and error, as well as reflection and acceptance. Because it's like, we have to accept the things that happened in the past. You know, if you just try to ignore it like it didn't happen, it only festers and becomes an even worse problem. Like, it just gets worse. I just feel like there was something that happened that helped you to see things differently. Maybe there was a consequence that you had to suffer in order to see things differently. Maybe your hot temper could have gotten some of you incarcerated at one point, and maybe that was the trigger within you that made you say, I have to chill, like I have to stop, like I have to relax, because maybe you had a talk with yourself, like you have to go the distance. Came out. You have to go the distance. It just went so good with the sentence that I was going to say something else, but then as soon as I saw this, it said go the distance. You want to finish your life strong. Like, I feel like you have something inside of you that you want to create. You see, co-create. And I feel like you're co-creating with the universe. I feel like you're co-creating with the moon. Could be the sun too. And then I have the King of Wands here. You might have fire in your chart. You can have fire, air, and cups, and water, I mean. But I feel like some of you could have even heard somebody else's story, like, and it could have triggered you because you were able to see yourself in that person. And then it was like, I don't want to go through that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do something different. You know, I want to do something different. I want to do something that actually satisfies my soul and illuminates my soul. Like, I want to do that. Whatever that is, I want to do it. And that could have been it too. Like, that you just want something different, something new, something fresh. Like, you're tired of the same old, because it's like played out now. You know? I'm picking up that energy as well here. But you have changed so much, and you really have to take the time to pat yourself on the back, because sometimes people that know you to be a certain way, instead of them recognizing the change in you, the change for the better, they will always bring up the past. They'll always bring it back to you to make sure that they remind you of what you did wrong. I don't know. People just like to do that. Not everybody, but many people, especially those from your past. Because they saw you in action when you were going through something. Okay, let me see what else. Let's see what else Spirit has to say about this situation. It's like now you have the chance to, like, do things differently, the way you want to do them. And it doesn't consist of allowing your emotions to take over because of people that really, they don't have to have any relevance in your life anymore. They don't have to be relevant. You know, it's your choice if you want to put them in the forefront of your mind. Especially is the fact that those are the people that did something to you that affected you in a way where it made you feel angry. Those people don't deserve any space in your mind. Like, you don't have to give it to them. You know, that's your mental space. You know, you can choose to delete that thought and replace it with something else that makes you smile. Yeah, it's like new. I feel like you are in love with this new aspect of yourself. Like you're so in love with you because you are renewed. It's like you've been dipped in the fountain of youth, in the fountain of life, and it's like this is all new. It's like the phoenix, the rise of the phoenix. Death and rebirth is giving that energy. And then the judgment card is here, and that's giving death and rebirth. Answering your call. Renewed. Like before you could have not even recognized your call because your judgment was clouded with anger. That's why it's so important for us to be able to control those emotions, because if you don't, then you can't see yourself because you're too distracted with everything else that's in the way. Yeah, because you couldn't transform with the death card in reverse. You weren't able to transform because you were blinded by the past, blinded by the trauma. But it's like once you recognize that shouldn't have that much precedence in your life, you can't allow it to consume you to the point where you can't move past it. Yeah, you don't want to be bound to it anymore. You're tired of thinking about it. You're tired of, I feel like you feel like it kind of like it was controlling you. And I feel like this happens to a lot of people where you become controlled by it's like worldly impressions. Like you get these impressions of who you are, but you don't even get a chance to actually meet your true self, because it's kind of like you're forced to see yourself in a light how can I say this? You're forced to see yourself in a light that you didn't necessarily create for yourself. It's like others around you created it. Just like how we're born, and whatever your family is into, that's what you're going to be into until you recognize that you have a choice. And sometimes, even when you do recognize you have a choice, you might not even go towards that because you don't know any different. Like we are our environment. Just like when you're born, and me and my best friend were just talking about this. Like you're born into a religion, and you think it's right because that's what you were taught. You think it's right. But then eventually, if the truth is calling you, you'll realize that it's all indoctrinated mumbo jumbo. Like, you know, it's jumbled up with the truth and a lie. That is confusing. Just knowing that in and of itself, the truth and a lie is mixed together. That is the perfect mixture for confusion. So it's like, don't fault yourself for that, because we were just born into this. We just got here like, okay, what's this about? Oh, this is what we're supposed to do? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And then you start realizing that that's not what you're supposed to do. Well, hopefully some people don't ever realize it until maybe one day. But sometimes in this lifetime, there's a lot of people that aren't going to realize it, and they're going to hold on to what they've been taught, you know, from the beginning. So I feel like the person I'm speaking to was taught that, like, nobody was there for them the way they needed them to be, at least. Because a lot of us, we could have like parents and we could have like family members, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be there for you, though. Sometimes people in your life could just be there, but they're not there for you. Like, they're just there. You know them, you see them, but you might not communicate with them. You might not really actually have a relationship with them. There's so many people that have lived with their family, their parents, or whoever, and they don't really have a relationship with them. They don't talk. And so for people that are in that type of situation, when they have a problem, who are they talking to? Like, you know, maybe you felt like that. Like you felt like growing up, you really didn't have anybody to talk to. Because it's like everybody was doing their own thing. And then maybe you didn't feel comfortable sharing whatever was on your mind. Maybe you felt like nobody was going to hear you. And that doesn't have to be for everyone. Everyone's story is not like that. But, you know, take it if it resonates only. But this is what this reading is about right here. It's about just not being heard as a young person. Like when you were younger, you had so much to say and you were not being heard. Nobody heard you. And I'm just hearing like, go back in the room. Be quiet. Stop talking. Go back in the room. But you just wanted to talk. And then that may have made you close off when you got older. Like, so then you didn't really say anything. Like if something was wrong with you, you didn't speak on it because you were always told to be quiet, or you were always told, go in the room, go. Or you was always told like, only speak when spoken to. I know that's like an old school thing. That like, when I speak to my parents, they say that their parents were like that. Excuse me. Like speak when spoken to and stuff. I just heard yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. No communication, just not many smiles, not much laughter. See, that can make somebody mad. Like, I can't even blame you for being angry because there's no love there. And love is what you needed the whole time because it heals you. Love is healing. You know what helps a baby grow? I think I said this before too. But what helps a baby's like mind to grow in a healthy way is bonding with the baby and that skin to skin touch. That's why they say when a baby's an infant, it's good for them to like be on the parents' like actual skin when they're infants, because it's like comforting, it's bonding, and it's like security. They feel secure, like, you know. When a child feels secure, they don't cry that much because they feel like everything's okay. But see, for you, for the person I'm talking to, you didn't feel secure because you didn't get the bonding that you needed with those around you. They didn't bond with you. And that creates somebody who's angry. So don't feel like it's your fault. I just have to say that. Don't feel like it's your fault because we're brought into this environment and then it's like we thrown to the wolves. Then we got to figure out how to lead the pack. Okay? But I believe that you lead packs. Okay? And I need you to believe that too, because you do. It's just you have to see it, because that pain from the past will blind you from actually being able to see who you truly are. You won't be able to see it. But I feel like you're coming up out of that. I feel like that is the past for you, because something happened to you where it triggered you, and you're choosing a different pathway for yourself. And this new pathway that you're on is going to catapult you to great heights. I just heard. You're going to be in the embodiment of your highest self. You're working on connecting to your highest self every day. Every day, you remind yourself of how you could be a better person, how you could be a better version of you, and how you can connect with your happiness and what satisfies you. If you're not doing that, Spirit wants you to. You have many things that you could work on. Just choose one and finish it. I just heard. It's like you transformed and your rebirth is in love. It's like that love for yourself. I feel like love for yourself is what brought you up out of that angry state of just being angry. Like you probably fought a lot. You may have got suspended a lot from school. But you were strong enough to withstand like that tough reality, that it was time for you to like move on from that and transform, because you know that you deserve better in life. Like you don't have to continue to live your life like that. You don't have to. Like, and I feel like you recognize that you don't have to live your life like that. Like that was a phase of your life that is long gone now, and you don't have to repeat it or continue on with it, because I feel like it's draining. I feel like you're tired of being angry. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's good. I think we have to get tired of something. A lot of the times we have to get tired before our emotions have to reach like a certain peak before we actually make a move in life. Because like I said before, I say this a lot. If you feel comfortable, you're not going to move. But when you're uncomfortable, that's when you move. And then when you move, that stage is uncomfortable until it's comfortable. And then every time you grow, sorry, I was just reading the card. Every time you grow, it's uncomfortable. And then you got to get comfortable again, because you keep growing. And it reminds me of the crab. They do this thing where it's called molting. It's a little disturbing when you look at it, but it's just nature. But they literally like detach from their small shell so that they're big, so that they could be in their new shell, their bigger shell. And I feel like that is what the change is that you're going through. Like your frequency is bigger now. So you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable again. I saw a tunnel, right? And you're just going through the tunnel. And you know, tunnels are narrow. And they could be dark, right? It's uncomfortable. But then at the end of the tunnel, you see the light. And as soon as you get to the end of the tunnel, it's like big and bright. Then you have to adjust. That's when you feel uncomfortable. And I feel like that's what you're going through. And I feel like you're going to continue to grow and awaken. You're going to continue to have all of these deaths and rebirths. And you're just going to grow, you know. And I feel like you're finally ready for it. Because at one point, you weren't ready for it because you were still holding on to so much anger. But you're deciding to let that anger go now. Because you know it's not going to do anything for you, you know. You know that it's not. I've heard before that it takes more muscles in your face to be angry than to be happy. So you see my face, I'm just have a regular resting face, but the mad face, you see all those muscles, like that. I see why they say that, because it's true. It's like you deserve to be at peace, calm, chill, you know. That feels good, to be at peace. Who doesn't want peace? You got to be real toxic to not want peace. Even though I know that there's some people that's like that. Some people have gotten so used to. I see an image on I just be seeing things. Anyway, because I'm going to go laugh and forget what I was saying. But many people, Now I want to draw it. It looked like an alien. I think I'm going to draw it, and then I'm going to put it somewhere so you guys can see it, what I see. It's like, you know how, I was supposed to not say this, but I feel like I have to say it. You know how there's like a scuff on like a mirror, but this happens to be my monitor for my computer in front of me. And I see like, it looks like a thumbprint, but it's making a face. I see the face right here in front of me. It looks like some type of creature from space or like an alien. It has like a head, like a vein above the eyebrow, like this, and then deep set eyes, and like a narrow nose and a little mouth, and like high cheekbones. I can see the whole face. Like I could draw that right now. Anyway, where was I at? Let me go back. Oh yeah, some people, they literally want to be messy. They like drama. Like, it's like, if they don't have no drama, they will make some. Let me go cook up some drama, because I'm bored. Let me cook up some drama because I'm bored. Let me go bother some people. Let me go get under some people's skin so I can feel better, because I am miserable. And I also feel like some of those people feel like they find strength in that. Like messing with people and talking crazy about people and to people. They find strength in it somehow. I don't know why. It's just false, I guess. Let me see. False strength. Because then other toxic people commend them for their toxicity. Yeah. Attention too. You're not there. You've awakening. You ready to use your key. We all have a special key. We're not all here to do and say the same thing and teach the same thing. We all have a different walk of life. One high priestess can teach one thing and the other high priestess can teach something totally different. However, each one is needed. You see? And that's why it's so important. It's so important for us to just be ourselves, like, because we all have a special piece. We have special keys. We all have the keys. It's about being confident enough to share your keys and then start opening up some doors. Open up the doors. Open up the doors. So many doors that need to be open. I just felt my hair stand up and I have a long sleeve shirt on. Okay, anyway. The Rose Garden, gratitude. Gratitude. Thank yourself. Thank yourself for what you've done and for how far you've gotten after all this time and everything that you experienced and went through. Like, thank yourself. Like, show gratitude for everything that you've learned. Your awareness, like, you know. Because the more gratitude you give, the more you show the divine that you are capable of. Like, and you also show that you can handle what you're given. Like, you can handle it and you appreciate it, you respect it. So it's like the more you show that, the more you're ready for it. You showing the divine, like, okay, I got this. What's next? What do you want me to do now? On that spiritual path. You're setting boundaries with your past, though, is what I'm getting. Like, you're setting boundaries with yourself as well. Like, not allowing yourself to go back into that state of mind to allow your anger to control you. Because you love yourself too much now. This is like that self-love, because it's about you recognizing you. You recognize you And you're also recognizing the fact that you don't have to hold on to anger and resentment. It was just a lesson. A lot of these people don't know what they do. They just do it because they're going through a lesson too. Regardless of if they're friends, family, parents, like, you know. We're all here learning this lesson that we need to learn in our own lifetime. And looking at things like that also, it helps you to give situations grace. Because it's like we're all being tested. Like, we're all learning. We all have to go through the course and then make a choice as to selecting the option that our will has guided us to. It's about our will. Did you ever see that movie, A Wrinkle in Time? I love that movie. It's so good. But I don't want to give it away. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened. But the young girl in the movie, which was one of the main characters, her and her brother ended up in a different dimension. And the little brother was taken over by an evil entity. So he wasn't himself anymore. He was just a little evil person at that point. But that's not him. He was so sweet. And it was time, or she could have left him there in the dimension and tethered back to Earth. But her will did not allow her to leave her brother. Her will did not allow her to leave. So I just say that to say that when you're very passionate about something, and I feel like you're passionate about the love that you have for yourself and the love that you found for yourself, you can't even allow yourself to feel as angry as you once felt about situations that had happened to you before. You can't even fix your mind to be that angry anymore because your love for self won't allow you to. You can't do it. There's no space for that energy. You've grown so much that it's like it happened because when you start looking at situations in a way where you say, it happened to me for my benefit, even though there's some tough things that happen to us and it's hard for you to even grasp that it's something beneficial because it hurts so bad. But when you see what you know now from going through that, it can help you to see it in that light, in that way. It helps you see it in that way because it's just like, that's the truth. It was a part of what you needed to go through for your consciousness to learn what is needed for you to learn. It's like your destiny. It's a part of your destiny. You are destined for greatness. You know, the harder your life is, the more grand your destiny is, the more grand your reward will be. And I know many of us we've had difficulties in our past. There was some crazy things that happened that you just wonder, why did that have to even happen to me? It's just like so crazy. It's like, that really happened? But that's because you are chosen. You are special. You needed to go through that to be able to be what the Most High needs you to be. And that's the happiest version of you. A lot of times, even me, I wasn't too interested in answering my call at one point because I felt like it was a lot. And I felt like, wait, I don't think I want to do that. And I had a bunch of excuses. But I'm in my happy place. You know, I'm in my happy place doing what I love to do, you know? And that's where spirit always wants you to be, doing what you love to do. Like in that place of love. Like, love is the highest frequency. Love can help you escape the matrix, okay? Love gives you peace. And it always should start with love for yourself. Not you looking for love from somewhere else, or like, no. It should always start with you recognizing your value and knowing that you deserve to be able to love, and you deserve love. That's point blank, period. Okay? Just hold on to that, because I feel like you're changing anyway. You're going where you need to go. Just keep going. That's the thing, though. Don't stop. Don't give up on yourself. Don't do it. Okay? So that's all I have for you. I think I'm done. If you would like to book a reading, you can. Just go to milkhoneyrose.org and you can book a reading with me, Mystic Alchemy. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I hope this message has helped you in some way, you know. I hope it confirmed some things for you. Because sometimes we just need confirmation to know if we were even thinking right, or sometimes we just wonder, you know. But I feel like whoever this is for, it is confirmation for you, because it's clearly saying that you have grown and you're not hot-tempered anymore. That doesn't mean that you won't speak up when it's time to, but you've grown in a way that's going to help catapult you to the next phase in your life of growth, prosperity, love, and like gratefulness, like just being grateful for life. And that's a beautiful place to be. All right, so honey roses, I will see you next time. Bye.